making some royal icing. It's feeling a little Christmassy today. I just built a board for the gingerbread house. Since it's pretty much going to be cemented down on here, I made a little housing for the lights. They can just slide out and then you can pull the lights out. There's a little note saying I don't need them back. They're only from the dollar store and $1.25 each, but they can easily turn them off and on. I covered everything with wax paper because it's going to be covered with icing to be snow. Pretty. Tape doesn't really want to stick, but the icing will be extra glue. Anyway, I'm gonna start decorating, but I felt like I should update you. Hopefully this piano music I got going on is all right. It's on YouTube and it was in Korean. But yeah, I got Sebastian off to school on the bus. Fairly easy morning because he is buying lunch today. And then when I went to wake Jax up, Danny said he was going to look into if he could take him out of school early to volunteer with him for Toys for Tots. He's going to be taking loads of toys that were donated and sorting them into like ages, genders, etc. And then you get a wish list and you get to shop for the family, which just, oh, I'm so jealous, but I've got to be here for the bus, so I could not go. But he wanted to make sure that Jax was old enough to go. So once he confirmed that, I put in an early dismissal request with the school and told them it was for volunteering. They do have a stricter attendance policy now, but the principal can excuse things that are like community service and educational, like even a vacation if it's going to be educational and beneficial to the child. So he got an excused early dismissal. He'll miss a big chunk of his honors science, so he needs to figure out what he has to do for that one. But then the final period of today, he has study hall, so that's totally fine to miss. So he is so happy about that. Sebastian's gonna be so jealous. But when I told him I got this canvas to paint, I'm gonna unscrew it. We're gonna paint everything white with his orange paint if we have some left, hopefully. Hopefully we have some. If not, we're gonna be probably gessoing over it and then just doing our own thing with regular acrylics. But he might wanna do that after school since he'll be jealous, or I'll let him say we can go out to a coffee shop or Starbucks or something, so he might choose that too. We do have to do homework. It's gonna be whatever he brings home, and 30 minutes of his online math, which only works, no, it works everywhere. That one works everywhere. Some of them only work at school. That one works anywhere, so we could take that out. Yeah, that's my update, but I need to get this royal icing into a tube and start decorating. I already had this, I just shove it back in the package every time. All right, I'll set up a little time lapse, but I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'll just figure it out. I'm gonna go simple. I want the stained glass to be the star. Hello everyone. We need to get going, so let's see how fast I can do this. If I look rough, I'm sorry. I've been hunched over gingerbread all day. But yeah, today we got the kids off to school and I went and got bagels, brought them home after I ate mine, and then just got to work. I built the base for the gingerbread church. I had a small hole in the middle where the wires were going up just in case it needs to be pulled out. Later on, I did have to trap the end of one of the lights up into the tower because I didn't leave a hole in the cookie roof that was big enough. I did have a little hole, but it just ended up not being big enough. But you could yank the lights out if you had to. It's just those ones are never going back. There is enough slack that you can slide out the battery packs from the little casing I built. Hurry up, you're not even changed? Without pulling on the wires, so that's good. I did show them how it worked.
Putting my iPad away.
Okay, baby. He's in dog mode. Anyway, got to work on that, made royal icing, started decorating. I was using freaking tweezers because I wanted the sprinkles like standing up to look like holly, and just because that's how I am. But it was going well. I mean, I can't get smooth, thin lines. Mine goes bleh. But I feel like I'm getting better at making royal icing. It gets hard. That's what she said. But that's what matters. Danny left to go get Jax for volunteering. Not long after that, I get a message that he had missed a message from late last night that they canceled it because the facility that it's happening in didn't receive a list of names of who was participating 48 hours in advance as they needed for security. So he took him out anyway. I guess he figured it out right when he was there getting him. So Jax just came home, so. And like they know he got an excused absence because he was going to volunteer, so that's so frustrating. They ask him about it, I just told him, tell the truth, say they canceled it last minute and you're really disappointed. He was really looking forward to it, but yeah, at that point I was doing the roof. I had bootleg Cinnamon Toast Crunch just because I wasn't sure how much I was going to use and I didn't want to spend for the really expensive stuff, and I was hoping it'd be less curly if it was bootleg. It actually was, but they had these weird like cinnamon zebra stripes painted on one side, so I had to make sure I always put it with that side down. But it came out really nice. It was just time consuming as always, all the things I do, but it came out well. And then I just had a tub of frosting, then I frosted the base. You're not supposed to use buttercream on the house, but I needed something that could go far to cover the base. And yeah, dusted everything with powdered sugar to be a little snowy. I was trying to keep it clean and classy. But yeah, I got Sebastian and supervised while he did his 30 minutes on his computer math. Then he went out to play. And then I made the executive decision that my house was dry enough. Like the house was solid, it was dry. That royal icing is cement. The icing on the ground was dry to the touch but squishy, so I just warned them. Still a little squishy. It'll harden up. It's just a thin layer on wax paper and cardboard. But yeah, I went to the library and the lady who runs Common Threads was at the info desk and she's like, oh, thank you for making one, because apparently still nobody had entered the adult section and they finally had 3 kid entries, which were so freaking cute. But yeah, no adult entries, so she led me over to my spot. And then the head of the children's department, who I've known for years and years and years, and she runs all the homeschool programs we always did, she came out to chat. And then another children's department guy, who I think he runs the contest because he actually called me to tell me I won last year. he came out and wanted to know how to turn on and off the lights, and was like, don't worry if the batteries run out, we have batteries, because I was like, just let me know, I can come back and put more batteries in it. But yeah, they all seemed very excited to have an entry, and it made it worth it to me. I was gonna skip it, but they seemed sad, and that's just me. I get to create and I get to make people happy, and maybe I'll get another canister, or maybe I'll change it up so I have two, but it'll have a different date. I love my canister. This is like the Great Ashburn Gingerbread Contest. Love it. So that was all my day. I'm in a lot of pain because at one point, I don't think you're gonna be able to see, when I was making the casing, I was folding the cardboard and it bent my thumbnail backwards, like 3 millimeters into the nail bed. Luckily it didn't rip off. It doesn't even look torn, but that hurt so bad, and blood was gushing out from under my nail. So you can see the dark red that's like scabbing under there. Not pleasant. Baby, you're supposed to be taking your stuff. Do you have your jammies on? Remember we were going to work together to get everything done. Good, jammies on.
I want to.
Okay, well, let's just do that and then we can do what you want. Just put them in your face hole and chew. Do you want to talk to them? That was like award-winning performance there. You could be in movies. Wait, do that again. You're so sad. Oh, look at you. You could be an actor. Oh, he's so sad. Here, I'll help you. I'll open up your medicine. Remember last night I said I would? Yeah, so delivered that. Danny's been both working and trying to find a new mail host. This hurts. Fit our needs, which are complicated and not be too expensive. Let me finish this up so we can do videos. Because they're still working on our mail. Still don't have it. I did miss work, and he was like, oh, I thought you were on vacation or something because you didn't answer, because I'm like really good about answering. So I have stuff I have to do tomorrow morning, which is why I wanted to get the gingerbread house delivered today. But yeah, he was still down there, and we decided to order from an Italian place, which sometimes is super fast and sometimes it's super slow, and it was super slow. We think they actually had it done fast, and it was the driver's fault because he could see her just like going all over the place. So I did get 2 crochet squares done today, plus the start of another. That was how long we waited. We waited like an hour for dinner. So I had to extend bedtime 15 minutes, have everything out for him already. And then I got to take a bath from like 7:30 to 8. And now I went down and got him at 8. It's 8:22. We're still working on getting him going, but it's just the way it is. As long as he's asleep before 9, we're good. But when I was in the bath, right around 7:30, Danny got an alert from his server monitors that the mail server was up for the first time since the 5th. And he was able to log in, but he could see that IMAP, the mail, was not up yet. They hadn't turned that on, so we're like, fingers crossed. They're making progress. The server is up and like exposed to the world. I don't know. I would just really like my mail. I've like placed entire orders that have gone through and been delivered and not gotten any of those emails that I placed the order or it's out for shipping or anything. It's just so frustrating and a little alarming. I don't know if the school wrote. What? Oh, this is really good. Oh, you had me fooled that one. Because when I put in for the early dismissal, I was like, oh, and let us know how we record volunteer hours, which is moot now. We don't need that now. But maybe they emailed me. I don't know, because they can't respond in that system. I realized after the fact. They just approve it or don't approve it. It's so stressful. And it's worse for Danny because he gets like all the banking stuff. And anyway, I gotta wrap this up. It's 10 minutes, so it's my cutoff. Let me know what you think of my gingerbread church. It was a little extra putting lights in it, but I just really wanted you to see the stained glass. And it just doesn't show up unless the light hits it just right. Once it's all boxed in, the light's not gonna hit it just right. So I'm proud of it. I think it looks good. It's wonky. Don't look at the back wall. It's like caving in a little bit. It won't go anywhere, but I kind of misjudged the size of my battery casing, so it's like a little but yeah, let me know what you think. I will see you tomorrow. Probably be a boring day because I've got to work, but see you then. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.